Okay, hey guys. So today we're going to try something a little different for this reading for the week of September 1st, 2024. First, I'm going to grab this Wisdom of the Oracles, or no, Wisdom of the Elders Oracle. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is a really fun deck. I love the imagery on it, and it's just been really good. This is by Sean Leonard, and his book, Spirit Talker. That's an excellent book about mediumship too. Anyways, I'm going to pull from this deck. Spirit, what do you want to show us this week? Moving into the week of September 1st. Okay, so nothing there. Let's try again. Y'all can tell I'm tired because my very strong, ooh, that's like, maybe I'll take this one. Very strong southern accent is starting to come out. Wisdom Beaver. Okay, so in this deck, there are several wisdom cards. Or, what are they called? Not wisdom. There are several cards that start off with I think the 7 grandfathers of the teachings of the Ojibwe tribe, I believe. I might be wrong, and I'm sorry if I am. I apologize. But this particular one is wisdom. It says wisdom is a gift from the Creator, and it is to be used for the good of everyone. It is often associated with prudence and intelligence, and it reminds us to practice good judgment. When we consider the decisions we make throughout our lives, we should reflect on how the choices of today will impact the next 7 generations. Beaver carries the sacred grandfather teaching of wisdom and expresses the difference between wisdom and knowledge. Knowledge is about comprehension, and wisdom is about applying that comprehension and knowledge correctly. Beaver shows us that when one pollutes a water source, one may not necessarily be breaking a human law, but one is breaking a law of nature. In a broader sense, when we hurt those around us, we in turn hurt ourselves, because on a spiritual level, we are all one. That is really good for this week. Let me double check. I think you can still see that. I think so. Okay, we're gonna continue. All right, so what else do we need to know? What else does Spirit want us to know for this week? Okay, so we've got 6 of Swords in reverse. We've got the 8 of Wands in reverse, and we've got the Moon. Whew, okay, so when it's upright, the 6 of Swords is all about moving from a place of unease to a place of rest. If we look at it, you can see there's hope, there's island here that she can see, rowing her young son Perseus. This is Perseus and his mother rowing to safety. So in reverse, it means that in a lot of ways, this safe shore that we thought we were headed towards, it's going to look like we are not going there. It's going to look treacherous. With the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is a very fast-moving card. Again, it's quickly. I think this is actually a Native American legend about one of the birds. I'm off today, guys. Bringing like fire down to the people. May not be Native American, but it is one of those older legends. In reverse, it's not moving so quickly. It looks like it's actually taking it away from us, and things look like they're moving slowly. The reason I'm saying it looks like and not that it is because we have the moon in all of her glory. We're not sure which is the illusion moon that the little tanuki guy is looking at and which is the real moon that this tanuki is looking at. We're having trouble seeing what's real and what isn't. And so again, that brings us back to wisdom. We need the wisdom to make sure we're not hurting ourselves or others, to make sure that we're not getting lost in the uncertainty. And because the moon is here, I would say pay attention to any dreams that you may have this week. Pay attention to things that may come out in your quiet time, in your downtime, in your shower thoughts, in your meditations, because those are the things that are going to be more real than whatever is happening around you. Like you're going to see clearly when you get into those quiet places. I recently had a thing where like there was this big problem going on in between me and somebody else, and I could not figure out what was real and what was a lie. And it looked like I was moving into treacherous waters. It looked like things were moving very slowly. But when I got down to it and I finally sat with myself in the dark, listening to like one of those spirit guide frequencies that they have here on YouTube. Love those. Those are amazing. But I was able to like really get inside of myself and figure out exactly what I wanted and figure out exactly how to get there. And once I moved out of that space, within a few hours, the whole thing had been resolved. Not in the way I expected, but kind of in the way I knew it would be. So when you take that time to yourself and you see things clearly, like she's looking at the moon. She's looking at the actual moon. The Tanuki are confused. She knows what's going on. So when you finally like get that moment inside of yourself and you know that you know what's going on, take action on it and things will move a lot more quickly. And you'll realize you were never in danger. A lot of it is probably anxiety and just being upset from the circumstance. But on top of that, you'll find things are moving a lot more quickly than you realized. So we're going to take that wisdom too, though, and we're going to say, hey, I am not going to purposely hurt someone, but I am going to move in the way that's best for me and my family, or me and my people, or honestly, sometimes just yourself. Because when talking about polluting the waterways, when we hurt one of us, we hurt all of us. If we're accepting hurt to ourselves, we are accepting that we deserve to be hurt, or we need to be hurt, and we don't. I feel like that's a bit more strong language than I would normally use. But if we're sitting there and accepting somebody hurting us, there's a lot more going on than just, oh, I'm being hurt and I can take it. No one deserves to be hurt. No one needs to be hurt. And that's crap. It just is. I would use a stronger word, but I don't know. Anyway, it just is. So we're going to move towards safety for ourselves and for others. And it's going to feel treacherous, but it's not. It's going to feel dangerous, but it's not. Because ultimately, the mom is more concerned for her son than she is about herself even. From what I remember of the story, her whole purpose was making sure that Perseus was safe, period. And I'm not just talking about Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Thank you very much. I'm talking about the original story. Like, she needed to make sure he was safe because she knew that the gods had a plan for him, and that he was going to be an influential hero in the Greek culture. So maybe you're like me and you have a really hard time sticking up for yourself, but you can stick up for other people. I know this is hard. Try to imagine that you yourself are your own child and see how that feels. Would you let somebody treat little you or your child the same way that you've let people treat you all of your life? Most likely the answer is no if you're on my page. Just saying. It's that weird, for me, it's like Cancer rising, like, ooh, I will never stick up for myself. I will 1000% stick up for a sibling of mine or a child of mine or somebody in my care. Done. Not even going to question it. take on that big sister role very seriously. And I'm learning slowly that I need to do that to myself too. So I think that's part of the energy this week, is saying it is totally okay to take care of yourself, and it's not going to hurt the rest of the world if you tell somebody no. And maybe that's just me projecting. It could be, y'all. Like I said, I'm sorry. This whole week has been exhausting. I'm worn out. Pluto's moving into Capricorn later today, and I have a late degree placement, like natal personal planet there. And already I feel like my goose has been cooked since the last full moon in July. But anyway, we're moving forward. We're moving forward. It's going to be great. Anyway, hope y'all have a great week. I'll see you next week. Hopefully then I'll be more coherent and not so rambly. I don't know. We'll see. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.